Hi everyone, in this video I'll cover some more operators. So let's start. In this video first I'm going to start with what is called shorthand operators. So there are many shorthand operators and let's understand what is the meaning of shorthand first. Okay, let's suppose I take a variable a is equal to 5. Okay, and after this if I say a is equal to a plus 1. Okay, so this means that it will add 1 to the previous value of a. So previous value of a was 5, so this would become 5 plus 1, 6. Okay, so when we write this, now we want to print the value, we can simply write a, it will print. So see, it prints 6. Now instead of writing like this, a is equal to a plus 1, what we can do is we can use the shorthand form. So let's use the shorthand form of this plus equal to, which is called plus equal to. A plus equal to, let's say 2. Now this is equivalent to writing a is equal to a plus 2. That means either you write a is equal to a plus 2 or you write a plus equal to 2. It means the same. A plus equal to 2 expands or means a is equal to a plus 2. So this is called the shorthand form of a is equal to a plus 2. Okay. So if we write this, what is the previous value of a? Previous value of a is 6. Okay. So it will add 2 to 6 and the output would be 8. That means the new value of a would be 8. Okay, now if we print a, it will be 8. So similarly, we have the shortened forms of other operators, other arithmetic operators like plus, minus, into, divide. For example, if I can say a into equal to 2. So this means a is equal to a into 2. That means a is equal to 8 into 2, 16. So this should give us 16. Okay. Similarly, we can use the shorthand form for minus, a minus equal to 1. Okay, so this means 16 minus 1 is 7. Okay, so now we print a becomes 7. Okay, so this is how we can use some of the operators. Similarly, we can do for division. That means for integer division, if I say a double slash equal to, if you do not understand this operator, you can see my previous video, I've explained it in that, is equal to 5. So this will give us floor division. So that means when I print a, this will be 5. Okay, this means a is equal to 15 divided by 5. Okay, so this gives us 3. So this is how we can use the shorthand operators. Now after shorthand operators, I want to cover what is called comparison operators. Okay, so what are comparison operators? So comparison operators, or they are called relational operators in other languages. So they are basically greater than, less than, greater than equal to, it is written like this, comma. Another is less than equal to, written like this. Then we have double equality. I'll explain this. This checks whether the values are equal or not. Okay. And then we have, this is a symbol for not equal to. So these are some of the comparison operators that we have. So you can see greater than, less than, then greater than equal to, then less than equal to, and then double equality, and then not equal to. So these are the comparison operators. Okay, so we can, let's take up an example. If I say 5 greater than 7, so this condition is false, so it will print when you write, okay, unexpected indent. So you know we cannot give this indent, so what we have to do is we have to write 5 greater than 7. Okay, so it gives us false. In Python, this kind of indentation is not allowed. You've seen in previous videos also, indentation has a special meaning in Python. Okay, so we cannot write like this. And here we have 5 greater than 7, so the value, this is false, so it gives false. Now in other languages we have f small, but here in Python it is a Boolean value, which is either true or false with f capital. Similarly, we can write let's say 5 less than 7, so this would print true. If I say 5 is equal to 5, so this is true. So this is how the equality operator works, double equal to. So this gives us true. If I say 5 not equal to 7, 5 not equal to 7. So when you say 5 not equal to 7, it is, the condition is true, so it prints true. If I say 5 not equal to 5, so this should give you false, because 5 is equal to 5. So this gives us false. So this is how some of the comparison operators work in Python. Okay. Now what we can do is we can try with some values also. Let's say a comma, let's say we are here a comma b is equal to 5 comma 6. Okay, and here if I say a greater than b, okay, so it says false. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, Now after this we have relational operators. We have covered relational or comparison operators. These are called relational or comparison operators. Okay, now we have Boolean operators. Okay, let's see Boolean operators. We basically have true, and or. Okay, they are called Boolean operators. Okay, if you've done any of the previous any programming language earlier, like C and C++ or Java, in that also we have these logical operators and, or, and not. So in Python we have this and or, and basically and is like this and or is like this in Python. Okay, so how these logical operators, these are called logical operators in other languages, but in Python they are called Boolean operators. Okay, so let's see how the Boolean operators work. Now if I write the Boolean and, how will it work? The Boolean and, okay, how does it work? Boolean and, for Boolean and to be true, all the conditions should be true. Okay, so we basically say true and true is equal to true. Okay, for Boolean and true and false will be false. Again false and true would be false, and false and false would be false, is equal to false. So this is how Boolean, here we have true is equal to true, true false will be false, false true is equal to false, and false false is false. So for a Boolean and to be true, we can say that all the conditions should be true. Now let me give you an example of this. If I write 5 greater than 6 and 6 greater than 7 greater than 6. Okay, here 5 greater than 6. Okay, so let me correct this. Now see, the first condition 5 greater than 6, this is false, and the second condition is true, 7 is greater than 6. But since we have a and here, for and the final result will be true only if both the conditions are true. So in this case the result will be false. Now if we change this, let's say here, okay, let me just adjust the window here. Okay, so here we have here, okay, so we have 5 greater than 3 and 7 greater than 6. In this case both the conditions are true, 5 is greater than 3 and 7 is greater than 6, so the final result would be true. Okay, so for and to be true, all the conditions which you've given should be true. Then only it evaluates to true, else it evaluates to false. In the case of or, it is opposite. Or would be true if, even if one of the condition is true. So if we write the same example, 5 greater than 6, or we write 7 greater than 6. In this case the first condition is false, but the second condition is true, and we are using or here, so the answer would be true. Okay, and so even if one of the condition is true, the final answer would be true in case of or. So this is how the operators work. Some of the operators work. We have covered relational operators here, or comparison operators as they are called in Python. We have covered Boolean operators. Okay, Boolean operators we have seen and or. Okay, so this is how you can try them out, and like I can give an example of a new file, and here let us take an example. A comma b is equal to let's say 7 comma 8, and we take another variable x comma y is equal to, we give 4 comma 5. Okay, and here let me do it with if, so we can combine if a greater than b and x greater than y. In that case we'll say print true. Now if you remember, we are making a block, so else, the else block will start, we'll print. Indentation is important to remember. Same number of spaces should be there in the if. That means here print is starting, so this print should start from here only. Okay, and the else should start from where the if is starting. So indentation is very important here. Else will print false. Okay, and let's run it, but it will ask us to save if you run directly. So we say okay and we save it. Let's just call it if else. Okay, and save it. Now see, the answer is false. Why is it coming false? That is because see, 7 is greater than 8, true, but is 4 greater than 5? No, it is false. So true and false, we are using and here, so true and false is false, so it goes to else and it prints false. This is how you can make programs. Okay, so I hope you like this video, and in case you want, is there any other topic which you want, please leave it in the comments and I'll definitely post a video on that. And don't forget to click on the like button and do subscribe to the channel estudy.in if you have not already subscribed. Thanks for watching.